Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse One here. Uh, it is Sunday, the 4th of December. Got a nice little fire going here this morning. Hey, 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 hey! Cats are wanting to fight each other, sorry. Um, Bella, stop. What? I'm sorry, guys. It's like having extra children around the house all the time. So, I wanted to talk about something, and I've had several people say this to me, and it's kind of a misconception. So I just want to kind of clear the air on it. I've had people say to me, "Well, because you prep and you're a prepper, and you live off grid and you do all those kind of things, do you hope something is going to happen, or will you be disappointed if nothing ever happens?" And it's funny that people would think that because it's absolutely a complete misconception. I honestly, personally hope nothing ever happens because if nothing ever happens, I have a nice home that we've done ourselves, and I don't have the bills that other people have, and I want my children to try to have a normal life as possible. So that's what I want, honestly, more than anything else. I don't care if nothing ever happens, and awesome, it gives me more time to get my place squared away the way that I want it. I mean, I don't think anybody being a prepper or living off grid or whatever is ever 100% ready for whatever would happen. There's a lot of situations, a lot of scenarios where things could happen, but you just try to live your life as normally as you possibly can and continue to prep. And I like I said, I enjoy prepping. Prepping gives me peace of mind. It's like hedging my bets, if you will, that if and when something happens, that we're ready. And now, do I personally believe something will happen eventually? Absolutely. I mean, you give it over time in the history of mankind, and look at all the different things that have happened. I mean, just look at the natural events that happened every year in this country. Natural disasters, flooding, wildfires, you know, blizzards, hurricanes. I mean, you name it. There's so many different things that happen all the time, and I don't want to be one of the sheeple, as I call them, that runs to the store at the last minute to grab my 2 loaves of bread and a gallon of milk. I mean, I would rather be sitting back going, you know what, we're ready. If something happens, we just deal with it. But I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts are on this subject. I mean, I think it's like with Trump winning the presidency. A lot of people may think that okay, now we don't have to worry about prep anymore because Trump's in office and he's going to save the day. Well, no one man can save the day. Um, Personally, of the two choices that we had, I'm glad Trump got it over Hillary because I just personally could not stand a woman. But that's just my own personal thing. She just rubbed me wrong, all the way around. That was a typical lifetime politician that was crooked as could be, in my opinion. But everybody has a right to their own opinion, and it doesn't necessarily make me right or wrong. But I personally, on a personal level, could not stand a woman. So I'm actually glad that we got Trump instead of her. But like I said, we just, you know, because he won, it doesn't change a thing, in my opinion. You continue to prep. There's an old saying, and I use it quite a bit actually. You hope for the best, or you get ready for the worst, and you hope for the best, and that's all we can do. I mean, it's I think it's very important to prep for whatever. You know, it's funny. I was just watching a documentary the other day about these different volcanoes, and how they can be a global changer of what happens in our world. And I don't care how much technology we have, if Toba or Yellowstone or one of the other super volcanoes goes off, that's a global changer of things. I mean, you would be we'd be in big hurt in a quick way. So, you know, that's just that's an eventuality that will happen. Like Yellowstone has gone off 3 times. Will it go off again? Yes, it will. When? Who knows? They say once every 600,000 years. Well, it's overdue. But it doesn't necessarily. I mean, you cannot live in fear. That I think that is the biggest thing with prepping. You cannot live in fear. You just do the best you can and realize that whatever you do gives you an advantage over most people. And that's one of the things I try to tell people. I have people say to me, oh, I only have a couple of weeks worth of food and water, and stuff like that because I just got started and I'm nervous and stuff like that. Don't be, because it gives you an advantage over most people just by doing that little bit. So, you know, my advice to everybody again is always going to be prep, 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 because you never know. I mean, there's no guarantee of anything. So with being ready is the best we can, that's what it's all about. It really truly is. So, um, I will always prep and try to live as freely as I possibly can. And if I get 10 years and nothing happens, awesome. Because you know what? In 10 years, I should have, no, I'll probably never have this completely the way I want it. But, I'm going to be that much better off in 10 years than I am now. And that's what it's really all about. And it's also leaving something for my children, that they can have a self-sustaining lifestyle and, you know that they got a place and don't have to worry about, oh my God, where am I going to live and stuff like that. I mean, that's more than anything else. I mean, that's the key is that peace of mind. And I think everybody's looking for that. Not everybody's going to find it, unfortunately. But that's what we can do. That's all we can do. You prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. And you know, again, like I said, I hope nothing ever happens. Because if nothing ever happens, then, as I get older and I live here and continue to work on things here and have chickens and rabbits and goats and other animals as well, that would be very cool. And, that's what I think anyway. And like I said, we just continue to do what we have to or what we can. And, time continues to go by. I mean, it's amazing, to be honest with you, how fast time goes by. My grandmother always told me, the older that you get, the faster it goes. And man, she was definitely right about that. So listen, guys, just wanted to do a little fireside chat with you today, talking about this subject, and let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, I have a tendency to ramble, and I apologize about that, but that's what I do. I get off base. But I definitely I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. Like, comment, share. Tell me what you think. I honestly believe, like I said, do I think something's going to happen? Sure. Do I know exactly what it is? Nope, I sure don't. But I'm trying to be as ready as I possibly can be for whatever that is. And like I said, my number one priority, and I've said it a million times, is always my kids. So, keeping them safe and out of harm's way is what it's all about. So listen, guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prep and Nurse one out for now.